Hey everybody, welcome back to Interpreting Stars. My name is Dave, and today I have a very special guest joining me today talking about this new movie, Condor's Nest, coming everywhere, January 27th. You know him better as Hurley from Lost. It's Jorge Garcia. Welcome.
Hi, how's it going?
Jorge, I just want to preface this by apologizing in advance. I feel like I slip up and just start calling you Hurley left and right. I just got finished watching Lost for like the second time, like a month or two ago. It's
Wow.
fresh. Yeah, it's for fresh in my mind. And
Well, when did you watch
so
it the first time?
I watched the first time live.
Oh, you did.
Um,
Oh, you
yeah,
just recently decided to just crack it open check it, watch it again.
oh, absolutely. It's one of my favorites, for
Wow.
sure.
Wow.
So I just got finished watching it again. It's one of my favorite shows of all time.
Right.
But I wanted to start off with more of an icebreaker question. What was it that broke you into the world of acting? Was it something that you always wanted to do, or was it just something that kind of sprung up on you unexpectedly?
I think I wanted to do it since I was younger. As a kid, I wanted to do it. I loved doing plays in high school. I loved the attention I got from it, and but it kind of took me a while to fully give myself permission to take it seriously as like a career choice and to chase it as a job. The kind of the first thing I did that kind of felt was in that step was when I joined an acting class. And from there, again, still just kind of still wanting to, in a sense, like to be ready for the moment, and to before I actually go for it. And that was, it turns out those are all wasted moments. I think if don't wait to be ready, just go for it. If you're interested in it, do it, because if you're not ready, they won't remember you when you come around again when you are ready. So don't worry about it. You're not gonna ruin anything by jumping in, early, if you know it's what you want to do.
Very nice. And so this movie Condor's Nest, you play a bartender. You're credited as proprietor Hippolyto. It
Yeah.
is a smaller role though. It's a smaller role that I'm used to seeing you in. So
Right.
do you prefer to play these smaller roles where you can kind of get in, do your part, say your line, or do you prefer much bigger roles like in Lost, where there's a lot of more character depth, growth, and development, but it might take you a few years to get through?
Well, it's hard it just because of this type of business and the kind of work that an actor is has. For me, knowing that I have regular work coming, um, is great. I have no problem with that. If there's a job I go where it's like when you go through the summer, knowing that you have a job coming up in the fall again, it's great for peace of mind, because when an actor is not working, even if like, because I've been lucky. I ran 6 years on Lost. I did like 7 years on Hawaii Five O. So I'm doing all right. But still, when you're not working, it's hard not to get that actor brain of like, you're not working. Where's that's it. That's it. Are you retired now? What happens? What's going on? That kind of sense of like job scarcity can come in, and it just kind of occupies you when you're not actually working. And
Sure.
in that sense, sure, obviously, getting to do a regular gig on a series, knowing that. Another thing is, as opposed to like other times when the job is short lived, you there's a sense of where you need to prove yourself in the moment, in your little opportunity that you have. Like if you get like some kind of guest star job on some TV show, and when you're a regular, you can settle into it and kind of be like, okay, now let's kind of explore this guy and just kind of like see where his contradictions are and that kind of stuff. as far as Hippolyto goes,
Sure.
was that they sent the script out, and I was like, okay, and yeah, it's a small part, but I liked the script. I thought the story was great. The script kept me interested. So I was like, all right, I'm game to be a part of telling this story, even though it's that little bit in the thing. Maybe, if the fact that it's me doing that bartender part, gives gives the movie a little more attention, I'm happy to do it. That's really kind of the part of the decision that I made for it. I read the script, I liked the script. I looked up the director. I saw a bit of his previous project, and I was like, well, this guy does pretty good as far as like on like pretty small budgets, giving us some good production value. So that made me trust him, and I was like, yeah, sure, I'll come and play with them for a day, basically.
So you didn't stick around and maybe see some other parts behind the scenes other than the one scene that you're in, or
Well, there wasn't really any opportunity to. I flew in. Airline lost my luggage. I worked. They gave me an extra T-shirt so I could go home because I didn't get my luggage back till I was already back home from the trip. So it was yeah, it was definitely a quick in and out. And I mean it was definitely during, you know, high COVID period. So being home was really the only place I could fully relax.
yeah.
So I do feel that they took care of us pretty well and had some really good protocols for it. That it was just kind of like anxious to be home. And yeah, also at the time my wife was pregnant and with our first baby, and so that was all the more reason to just come in, do my little bit, and then you know hurry back.
And you were right. The script is good. I definitely very much enjoyed this movie. And what I find interesting about your scene, even though it is small, is I kind of see it like a bridging scene. Where it's short, but it's also really important because you meet all of these people that are technically in the
Yeah,
same scene with you. You had Jacob Keohane in there who played Will Spaulding. You're suspicious of his character in the movie, and you share suspicion with Al Pagano's character, Albert Vogel. And in the same scene, kind of off in the distance, watching from afar, is Corinne Briddy's character, Lena. And those are three of the four main characters. Uh, how was it, meeting with them and working with them in that scene?
it was good. I mean, it was great. I thought they built a great set. They really made it look, a period. Yeah, it's definitely it's a lot of quick, short moments here and then on the other side of the bar. So I mean, there wasn't a lot of socializing in between. Also because these indies got to move fast because just the money burns. So in a sense, it's just kind of like so that the bars like off camera stuff in that business was minimal. There was like kind of in fact I didn't interact with everybody who were there in theory kind of thing. That's just kind of like how these things get made. And but everyone was great. And they I felt they were happy that I came and got to be a part of it. So it was fun.
You often play these supporting roles in a lot of things, either small supporting roles like in Condor's Nest or bigger Hurley's like big supporting role in Lost. But just a couple years ago, you played a main lead character Netflix original film Nobody Knows I'm Here. Uh, is that something that you would like to explore more, being more like a main lead character, main character on the poster, or are you just happy being kind of a side character?
I mean, when the opportunity shows up, I mean, I feel like being, the fact that, carrying a movie like Nobody Knows I'm Here is those opportunities are probably fewer and far between for a guy like me. So the fact that this serendipitously serendipitously showed up and became a thing that and getting to do it was really fun. If the opportunity arises again, I'll probably jump at the chance because it was just really great. It's a mix. There's definitely a greater workload, and
Mhm.
you feel more is riding on it. That you put you definitely make you kind of do put some pressure on yourself because it's it's about you, and so but if you have a good group of people working on it with you and you trust your director that you're delivering his vision and stuff like that definitely is helpful.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Because I know that I would definitely like to see you in more roles in general, whether it be smaller or bigger. Because I think you're talented.
Very nice, thank you.
But yeah, what's next though for you? What do you think? Is there any bigger jobs on the horizon that you want people to know about?
Well, I'm about to start a new series actually for HBO called How to Be a Bookie.
Mm.
It's a comedy, and I'm anxious for that. We haven't even started. I think our first table read is in a little over a week, and so I'm anxious to be that. It's kind of like it came at the right time where I was going, oh, good. I guess this business still wants me, to
Yeah.
for their things and stuff. And so that was exciting. I'm also doing a play in the LA area called Let Me In, which is a four-way into, I haven't really done theater like this before. As far as like full play with like two shows on Sunday kind of thing. And it's gonna be an interesting kind of test of my endurance and just like being able to recreate the full piece every night.
When I was reading up on you though, I saw that you did some stand-up comedy. Is
I
that something that
dabbled in it a bit
is that
at the
is that
beginning,
something you still do now, or is that something you did long ago?
a long time ago. It was just something I was kind of dabbling, trying to see, give it a shot and stuff. I don't know if I had the discipline to fully pursue it, uh, and really hone it. I think I got bored too quickly with my material to want to keep doing it over and over again every night until you got it just right. And I just found there was a satisfaction I got from acting in its the way it kind of fed my soul and my ability to kind of you know create some great emotional moments in people, and that's kind of found the fulfillment in acting.
Well, hey, uh, whatever the case is, you're doing a great job, and I definitely appreciate you for stopping by and talking to me and answering some of my questions. No, probably days all and everything, but that's all the questions that I have for you. I definitely appreciate you. And for those of you, make sure to head over, check out Condor's Nest, which is out on January 27th on everything, basically. All right. Thank you, Jorge.
Right on.